Good morning, all my Stampin' friends. Hey, everybody, it's Jody Breckville, Stampin' Queen. I'm live here in my stamp studio in Fayetteville, Pennsylvania. So hopefully some of you guys are going to come on and join me today. We're going to create my creative escape for March. March is already here, which is pretty crazy to feel like it's rolling right on through. I'm coming off of 2 back-to-back retreats, so I'm still trying to get myself all caught up this week. Luckily for this retreat, my Pampered Stamper retreat, I did not get the stomach flu. Everything went well, and it was called Lovely Lavender. So we used the lavender, the Perennial Lavender suite, and just lots and lots of purple, and which is my favorite. And we even offered everybody who wore purple extra door prize ticket. And so on Saturday morning, all the ladies were just a sea of purple. It was gorgeous. So let me get my comments here and see. Good morning, friends. Hey, everybody. So it is Wednesday. I'm always live 10 a.m. Eastern time on Wednesdays. So mark your calendar and be sure you come and join me. I will be doing my Creative Escape today, which is my monthly class that I offer with my friend Connie Heisey. And then next week, I'm going to be doing my monthly Make and Take class, which is featuring the new Zinnia suite, which is gorgeous. So we had those online exclusives come out yesterday. They are available. Hopefully you were able to check them out. If some of you are demonstrators, you may have already pre-ordered them. But I can tell you that we're going to work with the Zinnias this month. And that's my monthly Make and Take class. And we're also working with the Lavender for Creative Escape. So what is Creative Escape? This is my monthly class that I offer. It is totally to go. So if you are local or you're not close to me, you can grab that. You can also become a subscriber. So my subscribers actually just sign up, and every single month they are going to automatically get the Creative Escape. So it's different each month. I do tell you ahead of time what we will be creating, but usually it is usually 4 projects. You get to make 2 of each. There's about $20 in product that's included in it, and it's shipped right to your door. Of course, there's a tutorial as well. And then I do these videos, so you can always watch the video if you need a little extra help. So if you're on the replay and you're catching the replay, you can always fast forward right to the right to the stamping portion. Now my subscribers do get a little bit of a cheaper class. It is not up. It didn't up that price this year. So their class is a little bit cheaper each month. They also get every 6 months that they are with me, they're going to get a $25 goodie bag in their order. And then they also get a free extra bonus card or project on their tutorial. So there is some perks to becoming one of my subscribers. You can find that information in the links. So the links are in the description of this video. It is open through March 15th. Then I order everything, get it packed, prepped, ready, and out the door by the end of the month to you. So you can just buy the class if that's the only one that you like. You can get that, or you can go ahead and do the subscription and get those little extra perks. So if you're on, come on in. Let me know where you're joining me from. How are things? How was your weekend? Wednesday, I guess it's hump day. I've been frantically getting ready. My daughter's coming home this weekend. So we are getting ready to have her with us for a couple of days. And so I'm trying to get things wrapped up here so that I can spend plenty of time with her whenever she is home. One thing that I do want to talk about is our Stamping for Sweet Grace event. And that is coming up in April. So I am trying to put the word out all over the place about this event. So I am hosting it in person with some of my demonstrator friends and some of my team in Fayetteville, Pennsylvania, which is where I'm from, close to Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, close to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. If you feel like a road trip, come and join us, or you can get a to-go kit. So we know lots of you guys can't join us in person, so we do have to-go kits. We are going to be using the Layering Leaves bundle. So do you have to have this bundle? Not necessarily. If you're in person, you'll be using our products. If you are a to-go, you can order this, you can use your own, or you can just use a sentiment set. This is a great sentiment set. So there is a punch that coordinates with it as well. But you guys know that I work very closely with Sweet Grace. It is a big passion of mine to make sure that they never have to buy cards. If you're not familiar, go to sweetgraceministries.com. It is in my town and was started by one of our local gals here whenever her and her husband lost their baby. So this is a ministry that supports infant loss, miscarriage, and neonatal death. So I speak lots about this. I earned the Statement of the Heart Award this year or last year, I guess, and Stampin' Up was here, just putting some more financial help and just help in general to the ministry. So we are going to actually have an event where they are going to get the proceeds. So the link is in the description of the video. Register now by the 18th, and we're going to give you a free bonus project. And again, in person or to go kits. We want this to be a big fundraiser for them. Now, keep in mind, part of the entrance, the registration fee does have a donation in it. But then in person, we will also be doing a raffle and that kind of thing that will benefit them. So any questions about the Stamping for Sweet Grace, let me know. Biggest question that I get is, am I making the cards to give to Sweet Grace? No, this is totally an event for you. So you're going to come, bring your friends, bring your family. You do not have to have any knowledge about stamping. We are there to help you guys. Pass the word, friends. Please feel free to share because, like I said, we have to-go kits, and we're also offering the tutorial free with a $20 donation. So that information, again, is in the registration. Registration is in the description. We are going to try and cut that off around the 18th to 20th, and then the event will be on the 13th. If you have a to-go kit, you'll get your kit after we have the event. So I'm just trying to get the word out because I am so very passionate about the ministry and what they do and the people who run it. They are amazing. All right, that's enough. I could talk all day about Sweet Grace Ministries. So let's go ahead and do a little stamping, shall we? Good morning, everyone who's joining me. I'm so glad to have you guys here. Let's flip around. Okay, hopefully that flipped and we're all good to do a little bit of stamping. So here's my graphic. You can find that April 13th, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. in person at Norlow Park in Fayetteville, or again, to-go kits and tutorials offered. So I hope that you guys will come alongside and help really support this ministry and this event that we're having. It feels good to be doing a big event back in person again. I can't lie. We went virtual during COVID. It was fun. It was wonderful. I met so many amazing friends, but it just feels good to get back to Norlow Park, which is kind of my home. That's where I have always held big in-person stamp events. So I told you we're going to do some Perennial Lavender. That was a quick change. Hopefully you guys changed with me. I was like, wow, speedy transition. We're going to work with Perennial Postage, but I did pull in heartfelt hellos. So this was a celebration offering, and I quickly grabbed it because it matches the heartfelt hexagon. But I'm going to stamp with this one to show you how versatile this class is by just simply adding sentiments that you have already. You can always add on the Perennial Postage stamp during registration, but you might have heartfelt hellos. You might have 1,000 other stamp sets that you can choose. And we're going to focus on the designer series paper and the ribbon. That's what you're going to get in your class. Now, this is a note card class, you guys. So I grabbed all these little amazing note cards. So you're going to get a pack of the note cards and envelopes, and you're going to get the ribbon, the peacock gold ribbon, as well as the pieces and parts that you need, obviously. And then you're going to get half a pack of the designer series paper. Now, I'd show you the DSP, but I have none, because after our retreat where everything was 50 shades of purple, I don't have any more lavender designer series paper. But here it is on page 23 of the mini catalog. Lovely, lovely purple, right? So thank you guys so much who are sharing. I so appreciate it. So let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, this is a note card class. Note cards are underrated, I think, you guys. Sometimes these are already pre-cut, pre-scored, and come with an envelope, and you mail them just like you would a regular card. There's no additional postage. So this makes quick easy cards. Now you are going to make double. So whatever we're creating today, which I think there are maybe 5 or 6 cards, you're going to make 2 of those, which is 12. So 12 cards in no time at all, because we don't have to worry about card bases and envelopes. All right. Now, if you're not a big note card sender, just make these into full-size cards. Okay. But I do love the note cards. I love them for the fact that they are quick and easy. So we've got a piece of our designer series paper here, and we're going to add that to the front of our note card. Sometimes I think we just get so wrapped up in the creating part that we actually forget to do the sending part. So that's why I thought, oh, note cards and envelopes. Let's do that. You can make 12 cards quick, get them out the door, brighten somebody's day. Now, this is the new Thoughtful Expressions die, and I'm going to use Hello in Gorgeous Grape. And we'll stamp this on that white label. Excuse me. You're the first people I've talked to today. I got home from my retreat on Sunday, and my boys had already left. The farmer and farm boy junior are on a road trip to Wisconsin. And so they had already left, and I've been here by myself, and they'll be home really early in the morning tomorrow. And then my daughter's going to be here, and then she leaves, and I'm going to get ready to go to Houston. It's a traveling kind of month this month. Now, I was out of the gingham. I had already used it all up and cut it. And, I don't want to cover up the butterfly, though. So I'm going to scoot this down a little bit. That's just a little, I think that's maybe a 2-inch circle. And there is our hello stamped right on there. So I'll add a dimensional back here, little adhesive here. And there we go. Oh, that didn't come. There we are. Then, of course, you are going to add whatever gems you choose. Now, I'm using the purple gems. They are the Purple Fine Shimmer gems. They are not included in your class, but you can absolutely use any gem that you decide. Wow, I'm seeing a squirrel here. I was asked about this over the weekend at my retreat, my Take Your Pick tool case. Okay, there it is without the shine. This comes from my friend Tamara Davis. She is Tada Moments on Etsy, and she makes these. So yes, you can absolutely check them out. Mine's an older version because the Take Your Pick has been updated. And then this is the acetate box that we used to sell, and it just slides right in there. So I was asked about that. And I'm totally seeing a squirrel. The amazing Tamara sent some things to us to give away at our retreat last weekend. And one of the things that she sent, this is going to be hard to see. One of the things that she sent was this adhesive box. And I bought one, of course, in purple, and I love it. So she has these available. She makes these. There's a space for my mini glue dots, my Tombow glue, my Stampin' Seal. There's a little box or a little hole here that I have like my bone folder, some tweezers, my eraser. And then look at here, you guys. Can you see this little teeny slot? That little teeny slot is where my snips go. Then back here, I've got tear and tape, and then I have all kinds of space for like glue dots and dimensionals and tons and tons and tons of things. So that is Tamara's adhesive box. She also has something called the block box, which looks very similar to that, but holds every single one of your blocks. So check her out. Tell her I sent you. I love her to death, but I thought that was so sweet of her to send some stuff for us to give away. And our guests loved it. Absolutely loved it. Okay. So is the same card done 2 ways. Okay. So Perennial Lavender I used, or there it is with the heartfelt hellos. All right. Card number 2. We're going to switch to a holiday coming up here. It is Mother's Day. Now, of course, I know sometimes Mother's Day can be a little bit hard for folks if your mother is not here, you don't have a mother, or things weren't good. So absolutely use a different sentiment. That is the beauty of having something like this that is just so easily adjustable. So we're going to add some of the designer series paper here again. I think these are like 3 1/4 by 4 3/4 maybe. And if you wanted to add a little bit of layer of cardstock, you absolutely could, but I'm trying to just kind of do it on the cheap and easy, right? So now I have a circle. This is the bow punch. I punched 2 of those little guys out in Lemon Lolly. I did a stylish shape banner from another piece of the designer series paper, and this one is the Thoughtful Expressions. So I'm going to glue this one down. And don't forget, kids, with this class, you're making 2 of every card. So that's pretty awesome. Okay, we've got that one glued down. Now I'm going to stamp my Happy Mother's Day. And it's interesting that both of these stamp sets have a Happy Mother's Day. Oh, is this one going to fit? Let's see. This one's a bigger mother. All right. The Perennial is a little bit of a smaller Mother's Day. So I'm going to turn that over, add adhesive, and oh, this might not be long enough. Oh, just a little bit, just a little bit. Add that so we've got that cute little banner and some Pop-Tarts on here. And there we go. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of adhesive, or I could use a glue dot. I'm going to use a little adhesive here and tuck these little guys kind of underneath there a little bit. I like that little pop of yellow. Do you guys like the Lemon Lolly? I thought when I saw it, I was like, yes, that's kind of the yellow that we have been missing, that it's a nice, like a buttery yellow. And I don't know what you guys feel if you like that. All right, so now we're going to add a couple gems. I think I'm going to try, I have the light gems, but I feel like you can't really see them as well. So let's add the darker gems. These are like 3 different colors here on that fine shimmer gem. So then I have the trio from the hot air balloon, and I'm just going to do a little tiny bow, a little yellow bow. So the yellow and the purple just kind of scream pink, right? Good morning, Joan. Hey, Kay and Corinne. So glad to have you guys on with me today. All right. Scissors. Oh, there they are. It's like I literally just had them because I showed you the box. All right, so now I'm going to get a snot dot and add that little bow. How do y'all feel about note cards? Do you tend to use the note cards, or do you just kind of go with the standard card size? I think they're very economical too. That's another thing. And I do often suggest the note cards to new stampers because they're already cut and already scored, and they have envelopes. So super, super economical. All right. So there's 2 Happy Mother's Day. This one's Heartfelt Hellos. This one is Perennial Lavender. All right. We are rolling along, aren't we, friends? Now we're going to change up and maybe go with a little bit of the Pretty Peacock. So I've got a piece of the designer series paper. We're just going to layer those together. And then I, ahead of time, did some die cutting from it. The name is escaping me. Tags. It's something tags. It's a die. I want to say tailor-made tags, but I don't know if that's right or not. So if you know, shout it out and let me know, because I don't remember that set of dies. All right, we're going to do the Easter one because Easter is coming. So let's do an Easter here. Looks like my grape needs a little bit of juice. They work hard at retreats, our ink pads and our stamps and stuff. So I'm going to just have it, it's a little bit longer, so I'm going to do a little bit of trimming. So I'll lay that down here. Maybe. Did I not put adhesive on that? I'm feeling like I didn't. Tailor-made tags. Thanks, Joan. I think I was right. Sometimes I'm just not always sure. All right. And then we can just trim that down. and add it to our card base. All right. Next up, I took just a little, I was going to do this ahead and I totally forgot. This is just out of the DSP. One of these, I don't know maybe what this flower is, but I'm going to cut it out. I kind of thought maybe Queen Anne's lace. What do you guys think? It looks very daisy-ish, but I don't, oh man, it's hard to see. I'm not very good at flowers and that kind of thing, so I don't know them very well. My mom and my dad are good at that part. I don't know. I do know we have a lot of Queen Anne's lace around here, but I don't know if that's what this is or not. Okay, so there we have that. I'm going to hold off and putting it down until I see how my bow comes out. So I'm going to take a little bit of that that peacock and gold, and I'm going to make myself a little bow here. So I grabbed my bow maker, and I want it to be a little bow. So I'm going to make that real quick here. Quick like a bunny. All right, looking good in the neighborhood. Another glue dot. And I'm just going to add that right where the little hole for the tag would be. And then I can trim these down a bit. All right, so then I can add this guy here. It's pretty. Do I want a pop dot on that? I have it on this one, but I'm not sure if I like it sticking up. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just do it. Can't hurt, right? Okay, so there's like our little Easter flower. And then we'll do a couple gems and bada bing, bada boom. Quick and easy, a little Easter note. I don't really have any Easter stamp sets this time around, which is very strange, but I was grateful when my paper pumpkin came because my paper pumpkin, this is a little long, so I'm just going to snip that. So my paper pumpkin had some stamp greetings, and there's cute little bunnies. They were adorable. Did you guys see, did you get this month's paper pumpkin? I was playing with it last night. So there is card number 3. I'm going off topic, you guys, but look at the paper pumpkin. So we had that one and then the bunnies. Look at that. Isn't it adorable? Paper pumpkin is, yes, such a good paper pumpkin. And then there's a little treat box, which I've seen a lot of people cutting it up and using it and making it different. I'm using it as a treat box. So there's always a little extra something for my Stamp Club members. And so if you're coming to Stamp Club next week, pretend you didn't hear that, but I'm going to have a little treat for them. But I thought that was just so adorable. And then there's a stamp with a bunny and a little peep. So yay, yay, paper pumpkin. And the box was even stinking cute too. Okay, on we go. Card number, what are we even on? 4, card number 4. All right, here's card number 4. And this is with one of the new embossing folders. So that is in the online exclusive. It's a set of 2. And so I did use that new embossing folder. So be sure you head over to my site and check out the, do I have it? Wish there was something to do with the boxes. The paper pumpkin box, like the actual paper pumpkin box. Is that what you mean, Debbie? Or like the little treat boxes that were in it? All right, so there is that embossed. It can go this way. I've got some glare because we don't have a lot of sun today. I actually, well, first you can recycle them. So that is something that I will often do. And I use them and send out goodies to people. I turn them inside out. And so the inside is pretty. And then I send little snacks and gifts and treats. So I'll send that to my kids or my niece and nephews. I also use them for storage. They work perfect when I travel. So if I'm traveling somewhere, I'll just pull a paper pumpkin box and like put my block and my stamp and some of my papers and stuff, because we travel out west. And so I will always have a paper pumpkin box that's got, you know, my little go box, right? I can't always take tons of things, but I'll have my cards or whatever I'm working on prepped and ready. And so, yeah, Joan says I decorate the boxes and they hold 2 stacks of cards. I also get them, a lot of times people are sending me cards from Sweet Grace and they will pack those in the box. So we're talking about this because it's so cute. Like you wouldn't want to cover that up, but you could do something here and like gift this to somebody, right? Because that is such a stinking cute box. So cute. Anyway, that's my go box when I am creating or traveling. I mean, creating on the go. This is just a couple circle punches. So super, super easy. I did them with punches, but you could use them with dies. You could do different shapes. This kind of came about just because I have a bunch of little scraps left over. And, you know, I hate to, like, what do you do with all these tiny little scraps? So again, thoughtful expressions. And which one are we going to stamp on here? Let's do this one. Love you more. Okay, and that's in the Pretty Peacock. Oh, that is a good idea. Use it for Easter, right? Put some little Easter treats in there. Okay, let's do some dimensionals on this one. I also saw, I'm going to keep going on about these boxes. I feel like it was maybe Brandy Cox. And they took some of the actual kit collection boxes, which are just like paper pumpkin, but they're kind of that like crumb cake brown, not shiny. They're just more matte, and filled them for the Christmas, you know, shoebox type thing. So they had like little coloring books and little things like that, and just filled those boxes at Christmas time for like Operation Shoebox type thing. So I thought that was such a great idea, because you hate to get rid of them because, I mean, you can recycle, but still, sometimes you're like, these are just perfect. Little heart, this is the bee. So I punched that little heart out of there. Mr. Busy Bee. I think I could put another one right there. Put that here. And then we're going to do another bow on this one. I'm going to make this bow just a smidgy bigger. All right. Glue dot, glue dot, glue dot. Where did they go? Over here. Now, if you don't want to add bows, you certainly would not have to. Sometimes they can be a little bit thick when you're putting them in the mail. So that is totally your choice. You can doctor it up to suit you. This is your cards when you get all your goodies, right? These are your cards. So there we are. Now we'll go with a couple little bling bada bings. Everything's better with bling. All right, so I'm using the light purple on this one. You need one right. Whoops, you need one here, I think. And then we'll put one there. Okay, card number 4. And there it is with both. Card number 5. Now this one I had to adjust a bit because I'm totally out of this paper. Like I told you guys, I was using the heck out of this paper. I don't have much left. All right, so again, we're just going to do, I grabbed this one because it still had some of that peacock in there. And just going to put a little bit of that ribbon around there. Oh, no kidding, Kay. Kay says that bow maker is a godsend. You are so right. I use it all the time. It just makes the them so perfect. All right, so we'll just wrap our ribbon around here, tack it on the back side. And add that to our card front. So this one will definitely look very different because it's got more purple in it than my sample. I use, yeah, they have a little, I know exactly what you're talking about. I use the handle of my paper trimmer. The little slot there is like, it's a 1/4 inch. So I use that sometimes to see. But I'll tell you what's interesting is I'm sliding that underneath there. Okay, so if you guys don't miss that step, I just slid it right underneath because then I'm going to stamp and put a dimensional on top of that. It is so crazy how I can mail something at my post office. I take it down, they weigh it, they put the information on there, and I have had it returned for not enough postage, or the person getting it gets a bill that they owe postage. And I'm like, I literally sent this through the post office. And on the other side, they were like, no, this should have been more. I think that is so, so wrong. I battled for 3 times with I'm using Enjoy Your Day on this one, with a card that I was sending to one of my team members. It was returned 3 times. And I kept going down to the post office and I was like, what is happening? And she was getting pissed. She's like, I did this. It is correct. So she was like putting her initials on it. And it was a little bit of a fight, you know? So anyway, yeah, you do have to sometimes watch how thick things are. All right, so we're going to add Enjoy Your Day right on top of here. I have inky fingers. Oh my gosh, look at that. I'm a mess. Okay, don't ruin your projects, Breckbill, with your inky fingers. All right, now we've got this cute little butterfly. I use him quite often. He is from a die set that was, I think it is in the online store now. It was current, and then they just moved it to online. I don't remember its name. Okay, a little bit of ribbon. Slide this right under here. I'm going to tie a bow or a knot on this one, so I don't have to worry about a bow. Trim down. We're almost ready for card number whatever. 5, 6? We in card number 6? I don't know. We made a lot of cards in a short amount of time this morning. So there's the 2 cards. So different, right? So different. And let's do the next one. I always like to put his wings up so he looks like he's flying. It's cute until you put him in the envelope, right? And then he just gets flat. Oh, yeah, card number 6. All right, there's card number 6. And again, I had all these little scraps, so why not use them? Why not? You'll have tons of little scraps laying around. So we're going to take our ribbon, cross this one just like the last one. There is a tutorial with this class, so you don't have to worry about watching the video. We do have a tutorial, but you can always come back and watch the video and, oh, sorry, fast forward here and there. Oh, I didn't want to do that yet, did I? I didn't, because I need to put my designer papers on first. All right, let's go ahead, and I just pulled a bunch of them out. I don't even know what I like here. Let's do maybe this will come here like that. That's fine. And I did them awkward. Some of you don't like that. I know. It's okay. If you don't like them wonky, you don't have to do wonky. This is all about you, people. You do you, boo. Wonky works for some people and not for others. I totally get it. It's like tearing paper, right? Some people can tear paper and some are like, no, thank you. All right, release, release. Now I can wrap my ribbon around. I love using up those scraps of paper. It makes me feel like I'm not throwing anything away or being wasteful. So, so pretty. Also, always good to do your insides, right? You can always do little strips of paper in here just to use up all that, those little strips and strips that you end up having. There we go. Now, this one, what do we have left? I think we're going to go back to Hello, because we used all of them except Dad, and Dad is coming. This doesn't seem like a Dad card. There's Hello. Hello is always good because it could be for anything. But don't put it on upside down. That does nobody any good. Okay, hello. Then you can do ribbon or a knot or bow, either one. I'm going to do a quick knot so I can show you the bonus project, which is so different than what we've been doing with all these shades of purple. We're going to go and switch it up to blue. Okay, couple little gems. Okay, there's those two. Perfect. So I think, Debbie, that sometimes the key to what I like is I'm going to use, if they're busier strips of paper, I'm going to have like a less busy background, you know? Like I think they pop a little bit more when your background's not quite busy, but I know exactly what you're saying. All right, so now this is your bonus project. Well, actually, let me stop for a second. Here's your envelopes, right? So these envelopes are coming with the with your kit. You're going to get the envelopes. And so again, just utilizing some of your leftover pieces, add a little bit of adhesive to the flap of your envelope and put a piece of designer series paper on top of it. Just meeting up right where the seam is. And then you can flip it over and trim it off. And you will have 12 or whatever. This is a 12 card class. That's why I say that. Gorgeous coordinating envelopes and note cards. Yay. Doesn't that just make it look so nice? It just makes it just nice. Now, the other thing with these note cards, they would be a great gift. So you could create a bunch of note cards in little coordinating envelopes and then gift that to somebody. So if you're not a big fan of the note cards like yourself, you want the bigger standard cards, maybe consider making this a gift for somebody. Easter and Mother's Day is coming. All right, so here we are. This is going to be this is the bonus project that you get if you are one of my subscribers, okay? So we're just going to switch lanes a little bit here. And still using the DSP and the heartfelt hellos. We're just going to do a little tear here of this paper. I know I'm testing you guys. Some of you will not tear paper, and that's cool. I totally still respect you. We can be friends. If you don't like the torn paper look, it's okay. I still like you. As long as you still like me, that I can tear paper and still sleep at night. It took me a while to do, though. All right, so we've got that. Now I'm going to take some of the blue. This is the balmy blue from that trio. And I'm just going to wrap two pieces around here. And then we can add that to our card base. Okay, ahead of time, I did a little bit of die cutting. Again, there's the tailor-made tags, right? This one seems like he doesn't want to close very well. And I don't have my ink pad. Hold, please. All right, Misty Moonlight. And this is our final step from the Heartfelt Hellos. There we go. Dad, you're the best. So now we have a Mother's Day and a Father's Day card. Or if you're using the Perennial, there's your sentiment for that. So we're going to add those together. And again, I'm making them a little bit wonky. If you don't like wonky, it's cool. But I like that we can see the blue underneath. A couple dimensionals. And then I'm just going to slide that right under there and add a little bow. Oh, come on now. There we are. All right. So what do you guys think? Do you like the Heartfelt Hellos, or are you a fan of the Perennial Postage? Final step is going to be these cute little stars. So these stars come from a die set called Give It a Whirl. And I love some of the little dies. There's little hearts, there's little stars. We have clouds. All of them have some stitching on. Super, super cute. And so I'm just adding those with some glue dots. There we go. Now what I did with this one was I added the rhinestones, the regular basic rhinestones. I don't know that I want to put the purple on here. So I'm going to leave it off for now, but there is your two versions. So let's look at our card class, and then I have a sneaky peeky for you. All right. So we had lots and lots. I made tons of cards today. Look at all these cards. So this is what you'll make, because it's a double class, right? You're making 2 of every card, so you should have 12. Plus you can make the bonus tutorial. Oh, aren't that beautiful? Oh, so pretty with all the purple. All right, so that is my monthly Creative Escape. The registration is open now through March 15th. It's a 12-card class. You're going to get the note cards and envelopes. You're going to get the ribbon, and you're going to get the designer series paper plus your tutorial, okay? So you can find the link in the description or message me if you have any questions. Now, I know you guys want, like always, like to sneaky peeky, and I told you that my monthly make and take class is coming up on a Tuesday, March 12th. It is a little bit earlier than normal, and that's because I am going to go away from a birthday. And so I moved class up by a week so that the farmer and I can get out of town for a little bit. And so I will be live on Wednesday, March 13th with my monthly make and take class. Here is the monthly make and take class. I told you it was featuring the zinnias, and these are brand new. And so I do have this as an offer. I'm going to put up my, where is it? My host code. So if you have a $45 purchase, you will get the class for free. I will even ship it to you. That's on me. I cover the cost of shipping. Look at the inside. Isn't that pretty? And I don't know if you can tell. Look at the flowers on here. That's stamped. It's beautiful. If you have a $60 purchase, you're going to get the gems in with your kit. Okay. Now, do you have to have the zinnia stamp set? I mean, you could use any floral and any sentiment on here. Absolutely. You could use whatever works for you. Any sentiment will work on there. That is actually Blackberry Bliss. I know it kind of looks like black, but I use Blackberry Bliss. This one is so cute. Look, it's a little holder. So you could put some zinnias in there. Somebody said these are at the dollar store. These will not be in your class, but you can either make this a regular card, should you choose, or you can make it a little packet and either put some flowers in there, a little flower seed pack, or you could just put a little pull out with a sentiment on there. Maybe your flowers what does it say? Sending flowers and thinking of you. How sweet is that? And then we have this one with pretty gems. Okay, so that is the monthly make and take class. You can come join me on March 12th in person, 10 a.m., 6 p.m. You have to RSVP, or you can grab the to-go kit. Okay, and that is free with a $45 purchase. If a $60 purchase, you're going to get the gems too. Isn't that cute, Denise? Isn't that sweet? That would be great for like your little vendor shows and stuff. Sweet little giveaway, especially like Mother's Day, Easter. You know, the end of school is coming and you always need like little gifts for teachers and bus drivers and all that good stuff. All right, so that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Come on back. I will be here live next Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Bye, everyone.